This is a story of two founders with a vision of a place where product dreams become reality. A place for all the people stuck in their daily job, dreaming of launching their own startup. This is a story of Product Launchers Club.
And we are online. Thanks everyone for being a part of it. I mean, we've got enormous support and feedback from our early members for the last few days. So the more we are happy to finally launch. My name is Tom, and I'm the guy behind some promo movies you have probably seen. I have over 20 years of experience in building companies, launching startups, new ventures, and you can find me speaking about AI, future of software, and the newest hot trend in the industry, no code. But the fact is that the real brain behind the club is Greg, who got the initial idea and reached out to me to build the Product Launchers Club. And before I pass to Greg, a couple of rules. Firstly, we will have a presentation about the club, the foundation, a couple of sneak peeks, and for all the time, the YouTube chat is active. And once you subscribe to our channel, you can ask us any question about the club. Remember that we are launching small, so that means there are only two of us. During the presentation, we'd like to focus on what we'd like you to say, and all the questions will be answered during the Q&A, which will start right after the whole presentation. And last but not least, the QR code you can see here. The QR code, it leads to the Stripe payment page where you can join the club as a founding member with a huge discount. It's available only till today, so if you like to join, please hurry up. So yeah, Greg, could you briefly introduce yourself and tell us more about the genesis of the club?
Sure. Hi everyone, my name is Greg and I am a product manager and also digital product builder. I also write a newsletter about product management, mainly for the Polish community, about how to build valuable products. It's called Product Art. But now let's get back to our main topic. So how it has started. So like always, I've been researching materials for newsletter when I noticed post about making no-code startup in a weekend added by Tomek on LinkedIn. Right then I thought, wow, it's a cool project. And how about if we start something which is called Product Club, which links product with no code. So people can easily validate their ideas and bring their ideas to life. I reached out to Tomek. We had a quick catch up online, and then we met together offline, and then where we are here.
Yeah. I remember when we first met in Krakow in one of those restaurants and eating breakfast. Greg told me about the club. I loved the idea from the beginning. I mean, I like the new ideas, especially when they can be built using no code.
Yeah, so most of us has a lot of ideas, but they were worth nothing actually. So execution is everything. Yeah, without any analysis, we are asking for a quick fail. But to avoid it, we have to create a plan. And in Product Launchers Club, we have such plan for every ideas which we would like to bring to life. So it helps us to spend minimum amount of money and save our time to pre-validate it. And now, question to you, Tom, about the general idea how to build the startups, because you got a lot of experience in this
Yeah,
area.
yeah. As I said, I'm with the industry for over 20 years. I think 24 now, so I'm pretty old. But yeah, but I've seen many trends rapidly taking over the traditional industries, and I believe the digital products and startups industry, I mean, building startups, building digital products, is now changing again thanks to AI, new market approach, and of course, no code. And couple of days ago, I found this picture. It was drawn by Greg Eisenberg and posted on LinkedIn and Twitter about the future of building startup. And let's take a closer look because parts of it will be crucial when we will be trying to build a product launchers club. I can say that they will be the foundation of product launchers club. So, firstly, the super niche. The super niche is the new niche. So there is a popular saying, so there are niche riches in the niches, and this doesn't work anymore because the internet had changed. It went from building non-niche products, I mean horizontal ones in the beginnings, then going to building a niche products, I mean vertical ones, and now we are beyond building super niche products. I mean very vertical products. It just means really micro niche. So you are taking your niche audience and focus on 10% of it. And the beauty about it is that then you can start with super niche and you can always expand up to go niche and eventually non-niche, going up the market. But the second thing also related with this is speeding up MVPs. So building MVP, minimum viable products, has gotten really fast. Right now, it's entirely possible to create a product each month thanks to AI and automation. Basically, you can launch a new product every month. And this is what we are going to do in Product Launchers Club. Launching startups every month, allowing you to watch the process, learn from it, and acquire if you wish. And last but not least, no code over code. Your first version of the product should have no code in it. I mean, if you have custom code in your launch, you've launched too late. And this is why we will be building with no code.
Okay, so let's summarize it. We will pre-validate ideas in weekly newsletter, build it fast with no code, and monetize it. We want to fail fast and in short iterations.
Yeah, and this was also the initial spark behind the Product Launchers Club.
Okay, so before we tell you more about the details, let's discuss the general rules of the Product Launchers Club.
Yeah, but before we will move to the general rules, please remember that YouTube chat is active. Once you subscribe to our channel, you can ask us any question about the club and all will be answered right after the presentation. And yeah, the QR code, it leads to the payment link where you can join the club with a huge discount. It is available only till the end of the day, so hurry up. Yeah, Greg, please tell us more about the club rules. Who can join and what to expect?
Okay, so let's start with an important fact. It's not a typical community. It's a club with trendy ideas and products, and you don't have to spend a lot of time. We will do most of the job. So we look for startup trends, doing market analysis, building products, and sending you all these in weekly newsletters. Uh, so how it works in a few simple steps. Step number one, every week you will receive an analyzed mini startup idea in newsletter. You can, of course, add your idea with details to ideas board and vote for it. We will be also doing our research on our site to select the most trending topics which appeared on the internet lately. And then we will provide a complete action plan for one idea per week, including, for example, problem identification, market analysis, competitors, and how to meet the market. Then we move to the step number two, which is you can decide which product idea will be built with no code and presented during the webinar. So it's only available for the paid subscribers. The most popular idea will be built with no code and presented partially during our monthly webinar. And we will use Bubble.io, which is the most popular full stack no code platform. You can, of course, ask as many questions as you want during Q&A session as well today. And our usual webinar will be up to 90 minutes. And then last but not least, step number three, which is you can acquire the product. You don't need to build it by yourself. After each webinar, you have the opportunity to actually purchase the newly created mini code product and start monetizing it. You will receive a fully operational product. We can provide you the fully handover with all the details, with all rights, all assets, and go-to-market strategy.
Yeah, so we will guide you, we will tell how to build, we will ship, and then you either build by yourself or you can acquire from us. And if you have any questions, remember, use the chat. We will run the Q&A session at the end, and the QR code to buy the membership with a special early discount. Yeah, it's there. Now, let's move to the first part, newsletter. Each week we will send you one. And in fact, there is already the first one prepared, yeah, describing the example product we've built and launched. Greg, could you now tell us more about the newsletter?
Yeah, so let me take a look on the slides. In general, each idea starts with a problem and specific group of people who have it. We always think about solution part first and how to deliver it, but definitely we shouldn't start with this part. It's a mistake. It's a huge mistake, actually. I'm talking about obvious things, but if you are stick too much to your idea, it's always a risk that you are biased. In Product Launchers Club, we want to show you how to pre-validate it so you won't lose your money and time. And for example, on this slide, you can see the problem which we described for SummaLetter with inspiration which came from a personal challenge. We have also added concept, target audience, and the purpose.
Yeah,
Then,
and yeah, because you've mentioned that we want to show how to pre-validate the ideas. So this is a target niche, right? We are starting with a niche and even the super niche.
yeah, so actually we are not planning to focus on niche, yeah? So niche is old way to think about our startup audience. Instead of it, we would like to start with the super niche. It will definitely help us to collect the group of 10 to 30 people who can help us to validate our idea. So as you can see on the slide, as well for the SummaLetter, we have provided our professional audience super niche, which we would like to address this idea.
Yeah, and then we will divide the whole newsletter into some sections, right?
Yes, definitely. So we will divide our newsletter into several sections. We have 6 main uh, uh, areas, and in each area we have several questions. So we would like to start with the market, product, business strategy, channel, execution, and of course a few bonuses. On this slide you can see only one bonus, but we have prepared more bonuses for you uh, in the next newsletter. And we would like to cover problem, super niche, persona with the specific problem, value proposition with the most important benefits, size of the market for described opportunity. This all, which you can see without the locker, is available for free for you.
Yeah. Because some of the sections and some of the parts of the club will be paid, and yeah, you can join with a huge discount using this QR code. Remember, and right now, what paid users can expect from the newsletter?
So in terms of paid users, we would like to provide more tricky information. So we didn't want to generate dummy business models and other canvases which you don't want to read. We want to focus on value. For example, instead of business model canvas, we want to show you how this or that idea can win the market or lose the market. Of course, we can support you with business model canvas or other requests if you ask us for it, and we are happy to get any feedback from you and apply it to the next episodes.
So this approach, I mean, that you are saying that it should be a little bit more tricky rather than just putting business model canvas. It comes from your experience, right? It's
Yes, definitely. Too many times I've been a part of project where we focus on unnecessary activities. Nobody asks actually like really valuable questions. For example, what is our plan to win the market? How are we planning to achieve it? What kind of user points are we trying to solve? So these are the simple questions which we can ask during conversations in a group of people instead of thinking about uh, difficult canvases which people are not aware how to fill in.
yeah, this is also my experience that business model canvas is sometimes so obvious, right? For creating the products. All right, so what else? Personas, right? The personas is also the interesting part.
Yeah, so our goal is actually to specify a focus persona and include interview questions so you can easily set up a call and ask them directly. As I said, that's the reason why we want to focus on super niche. So you can easily identify from 10 to 30 people based on the focus persona which we have described, and then contact with them and ask all the questions which you will find in the newsletter. Please do not pitch the idea during these interviews, yeah, because it's not the correct moment. Just ask the question because you want to. The reason why you contacted with this person is to just validate your idea. Uh, what else? We have also pointed out a few competitors to show you a competitive landscape. We will provide you execution part as well.
Mhm.
For example, as today, only for project which we have chosen to build, and a couple of bonus materials. For example, go-to-market strategy, exit plan, which will be valuable for the investors.
Yeah, I switched the slide. I must say that I switched the slide because I'm pretty excited with the next part of the newsletter. I like the most. I mean, it's the stickness. It's a cool word, but also a very important thing in launching, right?
Yeah, definitely. So in terms of hook and stickiness, these two words are often overlooked, but actually we should pay attention to them because, for example, from my perspective, stickiness means making a product so good that people want to use it all the time. So you want to actually come back to your product as you play the game. like it's part of your day. So we want to make a product sticky. Um, we want to make product which is engaging,
Mhm.
and you have to really know what people need and make your product fit that perfectly if you want to make it sticky.
Yeah, and in this weekly analysis of each startup, we will provide you with some examples, tips, not only the definitions, but actually the exact actions you can perform, the exact ideas and exact tips and tricks. For example, like this one, this example from the first newsletter, and also the hooks, right? Because
Mhm.
the triggers to hook the customers. What's the
Yes.
hook?
So in product management, a hook refers to a feature that captures users' attention and
Mhm.
engage with a product. So it's forming a habit in our users' behavior. So they know that we'll get a word when they use the product. So for
Mhm.
example, in SummaLetter, we would like to, we also have presented a few key triggers with details. On this slide, you can see only curiosity gap, which is about that you have to make people curious, open
Mhm.
emails, and generate FOMO effect. So
Mhm.
they actually
Yeah.
open your emails, but they don't have enough time to read all these emails, but they would like to open the summarizes.
Yeah. And there is more. There is more in the newsletter, so you can expect more in every newsletter. And also the marketing ideas, right? Ready to use marketing ideas when you launch.
Yeah, so in terms of marketing ideas, they are also important because they help you spread the word about what you are doing. Uh, they make sure people know how your product works, and it can lead you to more customers. And for example, here in SummaLetter, our idea is to focus on problem solution posts. So we want to so the proposal is to develop a series of blog posts that only discuss the challenge of information overload, because currently there is a lot of different newsletters, and it's even hard to read these most valuable newsletters. So uh, we
That's
want to
true.
actually help people to understand how to manage this big problem.
Yeah, and you need to you have to remember that we will be focusing on the niches and super niches. So we'll try to adapt those ideas, those newsletter parts to the niche we have chosen. And the crucial part is also the development plan. It will be described and then realized step by step using no code for the chosen startup. I mean, we will be describing a couple of startups each week, but only one will be chosen by you as a community members for us to build it. And we will be building with Bubble, which is a no-code development platform. It's on the market for over 10 years and it has a community of over 4 million developers worldwide, so pretty popular one. And with Bubble, you can basically build any web app, website, or soon also the mobile app without worrying for hiring expensive developers, system administrators, paying for maintenance, etc., etc. And you can even learn how to build with Bubble by yourself. So it's pretty easy.
Okay, but does it mean that club member need to know how to code?
No, 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 no. No code. The club is not about the programming. So again, firstly, you will get this in-depth market and business analysis for the selected ideas in the newsletter. So you can get this newsletter and you can use
Mm-hmm.
this knowledge to launch using some external resources, right? Secondly, you can watch us on the webinars where we show you how the products are built with no code, with Bubble. So no need for coding skills. I mean, you can watch us and repeat those steps to build your own product. And lastly, if you don't have time, you can acquire the ready to market products we build and take it from there, right? So you can either hire a freelancer agency or master your no-code skills with a number of courses and tutorials on the market.
And of course, yeah, and of course, we have prepared as well a few tutorials for you, which we would like to share with you during this webinar. It won't be a long tutorials, it will be a quick one. We have cutted them from the long materials and just want to present you now. So
yeah, the full material, I mean, always we will split this into parts. I mean, the webinar will be a description about the startup and a couple of sneak peeks of building public, and the whole long video about how to build the product will be available for you every time you want to download it. So, but before we move to the development, to the building part, remember, any questions, use the chat. We will run the Q&A at the end. And yeah, the QR code to buy the membership with a special discount. And now let's move to the example product we've built. This is the product, and the similar ones will be described each week and launched every month. This product is called SummaLetter. And firstly, let me explain how it works.
You land and sign up for a free account. Then you are able to choose a nickname and get a brand new dedicated SummaLetter email you can use to subscribe to newsletters. And now, each time the newsletter reaches your SummaLetter inbox, it is automatically summarized using AI, and all these summaries are being sent to you in a daily or weekly digest. You can also subscribe to a paid premium version to be able to add some keywords to track and get more details.
Yes,
okay,
so
but
this was the promo movie about the SummaLetter with a short description. I mean, how it works from the perspective of the user. But during monthly webinar, you will not get the promo videos, but we will show you some parts of actually building the product, how it was built. For example, the front end.
yeah, so how about more advanced topics?
The whole
app we'll start with design.
Is only 3 pages: index, dashboard, and OTP, while the OTP page is only for login purposes and for signing up. So we do have an index page. It's a page which you can see when you visit SummaLetter.com. It has a form to get started, to type in your email as well as the sign-in button. And it has also the questions list, the question and answers that comes from the database, the pricing that comes from the option set. It's also dynamic, and basically that's all.
Yeah, but we will also guide you with some more advanced topics. For example, user authentication.
I wanted to make the account creation super simple yet effective. So this is why I decided to go with Paswordless. Every time you click the Get Started button, you are being redirected to the page where you need to type in the verification code. And right after typing in the verification code, you are going to the app. The verification code is being sent by email to the user, so we are confirming the user's email by the way. Let's see how it works in terms of the application. This is the backend workflow to process when user clicks Get Started button. What happens? So we are showing up the loader, of course, and then we are using the action to create an account using only user's email, and then generating sign up code to be sent by email to the user. Then sending this email and going to page OTP, as you have seen in the previous step. All right, so to create an account for someone else, this is the built-in action in Bubble. We only need a user's email. And then we are using something called internal API. This is an API I've created to set up a sign-up code, secret sign-up code based on the user's unique ID. Let's take a look at this workflow. We will go into internal API workflows, and this is that workflow. What happens? So we are getting the user and generating the sign-up code as a random string and also a sign-up token. Then the combination of those two will be used to validate the sign-up code once user types it in.
And so, as you can see, we are covering all the things related with building the app step by step, and also some integrations, like, for example, an OpenAI.
And then the magic happens. In this step, we are calling an API of OpenAPI to make a summary of an email. We are using the GPT 3.5 turbo model and some simple setup for this. I will show you the prompt that we are using. This is the example prompt. You are the assistant that reads emails with newsletter content, blah, blah, blah. I will provide you with the content. Please perform the following actions. So, firstly, translate the content to English. This to make sure that every summary is being summarized in English, even if the email is in the different language. That's an additional feature of SummaLetter, by the way, to translate the contents of the emails and summaries in English. Then, format the summary as HTML. Always create a summary in English, even if the content is not in English. We are underlining this fact twice to make sure that the content will be in English. Do not include the word summary in the summary. If the content is empty or not valid, do not try to write the summary. Just respond with a sentence, no summary available. And the content is the content that we've received in the webhook. Basically, this is the contents of email as a plain text with some filters. I mean, to find and replace some special characters, also to truncate this to 50,000 characters to make sure it doesn't go over the OpenAI limits.
So basically, you will get all the knowledge about how to build the app step by step. And during the webinar, we will get some most interesting things and discuss it during our talk. For example, some people may wonder how to integrate payments and external services. We can cover that and we can describe, and this is the example.
We use Lemonsqueezy because it works as a merchant of record. That means that Lemonsqueezy handles the tax compliance. The only thing we need to do is to receive the information from Lemonsqueezy that user has paid. To do that, we'll be using the webhooks from Lemonsqueezy. Basically, you are able to set up the webhooks in the Lemonsqueezy panel. It's pretty simple. So the webhook is an address of your app that we receive the information about the payment. And in our app, we have this workflow, API workflow called subscription payment. And how does it work? So every time user pays, Lemonsqueezy sends us the information to this endpoint. What we need to do? Firstly, we are calling the Lemonsqueezy API to verify the subscription. This is crucial to prevent frauds, to make sure that the subscription is really at Lemonsqueezy and it's valid. If not, we'll terminate this workflow if the subscription is not active. If it's active, we'll make changes to user, changing the status of payment to yes. And an additional step, if the user is not signed up yet, we are signing him up and sending him the link to login. This is for the users that wants to pay before trying out the app. It's not very often, but may happen. So we've added this step here in the workflow.
So the full version of this built-in public video will be always available to download for all of you. During the webinar, the webinars will last up to 90 minutes, so we won't cover all the topics, but basically the app will be built every month, so we will record the whole process and put you a download link, for all the paid members of the community. And for all of this, for all of you who would like to recreate the product step by step.
Yeah, but it's worth to mention that if you don't know how to no code, you can acquire ready to go product.
Yeah, that's true. Because if you want, you can build. If you don't want, after we build, the products are on sale. The product is on sale. We put it in auction for a premium club members. So this is an additional value for a premium club members. That means if you want to acquire the product, just let us know. And yeah, by the way, the first action is about to start because SummaLetter, the product that we are talking about today, is for sale. We will make a promo, so it starts from 1,000 US dollars, so not much. And the highest bid will get a complete product with market analysis, all the assets, domain, and current small user base to start, because SummaLetter is on the market for several weeks, so it already has some users. And we'll let you know about the details in the following days. So stay in touch. If you want to join as a premium member, remember about the QR code, because only the premium members can acquire, can take part into an auction, and only the premium members will be able to be on the webinars. This webinar is an opening webinar. It's for free for all of you, but the next one will be only for the premium members. And yeah, is there more to come, right, Greg?
Yeah, definitely we need more feedback, yeah, because we would like to know how to build this initiative with better values, with more values. And we would like to schedule one-to-one calls with you, just to understand the need. And we are starting with initiative which is not perfect, but definitely can bring a lot of value once we got your feedback, and we are happy to implement it, yeah. We would like to as well to invite no-code founders so they can share their side projects and talk, so they can talk about their challenges as well, which they were facing during the development, because it's easier to learn from others.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited about this part because I know a lot of no-code founders all over the world that are building pretty cool products and make living on it, right? So you can build real businesses on the no-code. And this is only an example of what will be happening in the club. We'll provide you with some bonus materials like 7 days plan to revalidate mini startup idea, or exit plans, including the possible exit paths for your startups and once it will grow. So you will get more and more materials when the club will grow. And now, when we are coming to the end, please, Greg, tell us about what will happen in the next few days for all the members.
Okay, so our next actions are to migrate your emails to Substack, because we will use this platform to distribute our ideas, but this is only a part of the value, yeah? So we have covered as well other parts of value which we will provide you. Next Tuesday, we are planning to send you another analysis. It will be about our next idea, which is called Mind Scrapper.
Ta-da! Yeah, the next product we'll describe is called Mind Scrapper. Yeah, I'm curious if you have an idea about what this can be about. Let us know in the chat. Who knows? Maybe Mind Scrapper will also be built if it will be voted by you. Right now, it will be described in the newsletter.
Yes.
And yeah, and right now we are moving slowly to the Q&A session. Yep, I see that we have some questions asked. Let me bring the first one to the screen. Mariusz, where do you get inspiration, ideas for your products? Also, combined with question from Pavel, that you are choosing ideas from one person. If one same person has another idea, if he can have two products. I mean, yeah, Greg, maybe you'll explain the whole thing about the ideas, basically where we start.
Yeah, sure. So currently we have a backlog with ideas, and we would like to describe all of these ideas which we have in a backlog. But definitely we will involve you into the backlog creation, but we need to wait for more people to join the club, and then we will open the voting board and voting board and ideas board for others. So that's the plan for the future.
Yeah, another question from Dominic. Assume that I share my startup idea later on. It's chosen by a group, and in that time, who has rights to idea, who is the owner of MVP. So again, firstly, we will share our ideas with you. Those ideas will come from some trending startups, trends that are on the market, the things that are currently exciting and we are excited about, and we will describe those products. In the future, you will be also able to share your startup ideas and become a part of this thing. But basically, we believe that the idea, as Greg said, is only an idea, is worth nothing, right? Execution is everything. So, and if you only have an idea, basically you can have the rights to that idea, but the execution is the crucial part, not only the idea.
I would like to add one more thing before
Mhm.
we move to another question. So we will prepare a form for you. So what are the prerequisites so we can pick up the idea, because we have to understand what is our MVP. So it won't be a complex product. It will be like a small pain which we want to resolve within the no-code product. So we are not going to focus on complex products, only small pain, which was identified within the process. For example, like a
Yeah.
product journey.
You
Yeah.
you remember about this super niche thing, right? So this is what we focus. And the question from Pavel, you think about monetizing and people joining cloud. How can individuals monetize their ideas when they don't have the company? Basically, right now you can join the club to get the ideas from us, to get the ideas, to get the ideas breakdown. If you have your own idea, of course, you can send it to us, but in the following days, we will reach out to you one-to-one, and we will try to schedule as many one-to-one calls, because basically this is just the beginning. This is our idea in mind, that we all have these ideas. Tell us more about it. Tell us how you would like for the club to grow, and yeah, we will think about it. And the question from Piotr: any dedicated chat for club members?
Maybe I will cover this question. So yes, there will be a dedicated chat. So on the Substack, there is a chat which can be closed and open. So for example, we can discuss about our internal topics in a restricted area. But if you want to involve free users, because free users will also receive a weekly newsletter, but they will be cropped in a selected
Mhm.
part.
Just a part of it,
Yeah,
yeah.
just a part. And from time to time, we will also would like to involve them into the chat. So we will actually enable premium users to add new threads. So you will you will actually you can create all the threads, but all the free users will also be involved in the chat, but only if we allow it. Yeah. So you
Yeah,
can
sure.
just switch if this thread should be visible for premium or for free users.
Yeah. Another question: in which law jurisdiction product will be run when I buy? Can I set up a show? Yeah, basically you are not buying a company, you're buying a product. I mean, you are buying the assets, the code, the no code, the layout, and so on. So there's no company behind it, so you can set it up whenever you want, right? You can do what you want with the product. And another question, also interesting, from Piotr: if I buy one the auction and some other build product on his own, who will have rights to idea? Again, guys, idea is worth nothing. We believe in it, and if you believe that only the idea with only the idea you can win the market, that's not the right approach. Of course, someone other can build product on his own and try the execution. Possibly, many other products similar to this are on the market. So you need to differentiate. And we will talk about this in the following webinars, in the newsletters, and so on. We are not selling ideas, we are selling execution, and you need to execute it after that to be better than the competitors, right? No one is owning rights to ideas. You can have multiple ideas. I have multiple ideas daily, but only small percentage of it is being executed, right? So the execution is the king.
Yeah, and our analysis will definitely help you here to pre-validate idea in a proper way, because as Tom said, everyone has a lot of ideas, yeah. So, but the execution is a king. So, of course, the pre-validation plan is also important. So how you would like to pre-validate it, what is the audience you would like to talk with about the idea, what will be what will be the outcomes of this discussion, what will be your next steps, yeah. So everything what we are talking here, we would like to include in a newsletter. So it will definitely help you to make this first step if you
Yep.
are not aware of product management, or if you would like to learn more about the no-code products. It's also a community for you, because we will definitely show all the techniques. We will share our knowledge in which we get experience from the past. Yeah.
Yeah, what you need to understand that these days, idea is worth nothing. The code, I mean, just the code, it's not a competitive advantage anymore because anyone can build it. What you need to do is to focus on the right niche, the super niche, and build upon on that. Imagine a product like SummaLetter. It's a in two words, it's a summarizer of a newsletters, right? Many of these products can be on the market, but each of these products can target one specific niche and live on it, right? So are they the same from the perspective of the code and building? Yes. From the perspective on marketing and business, no. And this is our approach. And yeah, and the question, why not Flutterflow? Because Bubble. Yeah, yeah. But to be serious, yeah, we are building in Bubble because we believe Bubble is the right choice. Of course, there are many others, and we will we will invite some of the no-code founders from all over the world that are also building on other tech stacks, like for example Flutterflow, and they will share their experience during the webinars and interviews and YouTube videos. But we will be building on Bubble.
Yeah, so that's the
Yeah,
initiative which we will call the founders stage. Yeah. So
yeah.
we have it in our backlog.
And the last question, I think that we covered all of them. Will the presentation be available somewhere? All the YouTube recording will be available on our YouTube channel, and all the future recordings will be available on our YouTube channel, because we will be sharing more videos about building products, about launching products, about the things related with product management. So subscribe to our channel to to be with us. And yeah, expect the next email in your inboxes tomorrow. This will be about the SummaLetter, about the auction details, and also we'll share with you all the video about how it was built. I mean, those some sneak peeks that you've seen today will be combined in the whole long video about one hour long, so you can learn from that. And yes, so basically that's all, folks. Hope you enjoyed it as much as we do. If you wish to join the club as an early member with a discount, remember about the QR code that you can see at the top of the screen, and it's active only for the next few hours. Then the price will rise, and the price will rise for another couple of days. Yeah, so we'll be rising the price because we believe the value is much more higher than the initial $99 that we have right now. So thank you again.
Bear in mind that it's only the beginning, and we are
Yeah.
also curious how it will end. Yeah, so
we are just warming up. Okay, thank you everyone.
Thank you very much.
Bye bye.
Have a nice evening. Bye.